Welcome to the Palouse, Pullman Washington Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Colorado State Rams, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Washington State Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. Fielded in the end zone. It's Griffin. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Rams offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Pulls it in. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And the Rams headed quickly to the line. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already had 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
The Rams send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. So the Washington State Cougars offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Let's step back here and chat a little Washington State. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
But you got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows.
Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends.
Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Washington State. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
And the Rams will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Slants against man, that wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Washington State ready to go with another first down. They'll move the tight end. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington State.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Griffin. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Colorado State takes over the Ram offense, returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught. It's Wall. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to throw on third down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. The Rams will punt it away on fourth down. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. Tight end now in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by a field goal over Louisville. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the catch. It's Wall. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Rams want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Here's the pressure. Extending the play. Finds his big tight end. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Washington State has it all working right now. They just keep firing. Makes the catch. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Off play action. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. The give to the back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down. The Rams racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Wall. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding.
When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. He's looking downfield to throw. Going for the big play. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. Touchdown, Colorado State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just... Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Looks as if that'll be enough to give Washington State a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Power football with the run. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The pull and throw off the RPO. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Cougars back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They go to the ground. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the 1st half. Before then, they can get another score. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Cougar! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And he's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by just one over San Diego State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Leaves it with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wazoo!
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Pullman. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas on the Palouse at Martin Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Rams will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the ground, he's got it again. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Ready?
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under fire. The Rams with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Can't get him to the ground. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Okay, ready?
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Washington State sends out the punt unit.
Number 14, on to punt it away.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the coverage team all over it, and the punt is down inside the 40. Colorado State takes over. The Ram offense returns to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Rams come to the line in the hurry-up. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
The Rams will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Got it set up on the outside. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Washington State will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll move the tight end. The give to the tailback. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. And the Rams want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Handoff to the lone back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Washington State. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
Man, and he's hurt because defensively you got him right where you want him. You got him backed up. Got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Look at him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by a field goal over San Diego State. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
The Rams have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Washington State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he makes the... Boy. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass.
Colorado State, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They're working that left side, and he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
He's brought down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
And the Rams now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passes.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Rams decide to punt it away.
Number 15 on to punt it away.
Wants to return it. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. Quarterback keeps it. Hard running there. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Punt is on its way.
Returner goes out of bounds.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Brings up second down.
Now the play fake. Swings it out to his running back. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage. Offense in a split backfield. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Wall. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.